Okay, new year, new plan. So instead of the music videos that I usually always post, I thought I'd do a video where I talk instead of sing, or try to sing. Anyway, so what I did this month, which I've never done before, was go to a graduation ceremony. My best friend finally turned into the doctor I always knew he would become, mainly because he enrolled into med school a couple of years ago. So it was kind of fun to see how the whole process of the ceremony went, because I'll be graduating in a year or so. But what I didn't realize was instead of the whole mental preparation for 1 year, I just ended up with a lot of things that I noticed that made me realize I'm really not ready for a graduation. So these are the 9 reasons why, paradoxically, my graduation is going to be a fail. Reason number 1, the turn up. And by turn up, I don't mean party turn up, which of course would kind of apply if you graduate, I hope. But I mean the turn up of people who will show up to your graduation ceremony. I mean, in an age of inferiority complexes and lingering social context, I'm not really sure how many people would show up. So honestly, I can only expect my family to truly be there the moment when I become a doctor. They're Asian, they're not going to miss out on that. So you got my sister, you got my 2 parents. And my sister, sweet soul, sweet sister, she will come. She will come. She will barge down the door. She will be there. But not on time. She will try to sneak into the lecture hall, being all smooth like, Natu, where's my baby sister? By the time she's there, the graduation ceremony will already be over, and I'll be standing there like, you're late. Just for the record, my sister doesn't look anything like this. I'm just really bad at imitating people. Reason number 2, the portrait forfeit. So what they do when it's time for you to get up and pick up your diploma is that they introduce you on a PowerPoint slide with your name and a photo on it. But it's only going to be worse in comparison. Can you just imagine? Okay, so today the first graduate is this person. And the next graduate is this person. True beauty comes from within. I know that. Reason number 3, story time. So the next slide after the one with your picture and your name on it is the story slide. So it goes a little bit something like this. Our first graduate comes from a household where culture is an important part of your work ethic. Apart from speaking Dutch, English, Arabic, Croatian, Swahili, and Mandarin Chinese, as an intern student, she was the best at inserting IV drips. Props for her fine motoric skills. Our second graduate was already taking blood samples at elderly homes as a side job, so it's safe to assume she has played her part in keeping our health system as efficient as possible. Also a talented dancer, she had the opportunity to enter a prestigious ballet academy in Moscow. During her internships, our third graduate has shown due to her diligent discipline and professional presence. Furthermore, she provided translated histories for several Spanish-speaking patients. How convenient! In her free time, she enjoys going on sunny vacations with her boyfriend. So it'll go a little something like this, and then I come up and it's like, our fourth graduate is, so yes, she did the medical school thing, like everyone else, and, she has a YouTube channel. Reason number 4, the fun round. So they're probably gonna ask us what we do in our free time. Well, most students, they go out or they join fraternities, sororities, like these clubs and everything. They maybe do volunteering. They're all over the place. But they're gonna ask me too. Thanks for asking. Yeah, the things that I'm really into are being involved in fandoms. Bag and Shield is real. Dear God, any God that's out there, just make me a little bit more like Taylor Swift. Black Widow movie, Black Widow movie, Black Widow movie, Black Widow movie. Seriously though, if Beyonce liked it, I should put a ring on that. Browsing Tumblr. Oh wait, I thought I was going to show you my dashboard. No way, gay porn will show up and I will be embarrassed that you found out. Playing Pokemon. Listening to music. अरे जाने जाने बुरो के आ हमको 주 날아가네. It was like slow motion, standing there in your party dress. 미라클은 넌 나의 수 진짜 이르러 미라클은 넌 나의 수. Hold up, I just can't handle it. Hold up, I just can't handle it. 아무리 쳐다봐도 네가 보이지 않아. Oh babe, 눈물이 가득고 있는 물 때문에 나무 때문에 멈춰진 그대 위로 비친 운의 얼굴. Oh babe, 또 울지 말라고 끝까지 해봐도 또 울어. 난 어떡해, 난 이렇게 난 너 때문에 나 아무것도 할 수 없잖아. 난 널 I like watching anime. Yes, those are relatable hobbies that we can talk about in front of other adults. Reason number 5, ixnay on the resume. I guess it's more important in the medicine world compared to other studies maybe, I'm not really sure, but you should do research. And it's very important to do research, or even better, to get a PhD if you want to get into certain specialisms. I'm talking about internal medicine, surgery, pediatrics, the big ones. So basically, most people, especially when they're still students, they kind of want to go into those. So you need to have a good resume, you need to have done some research. So back to the graduation ceremony, it's gonna go a little bit more like this. Our first graduate knew from the start that she wanted to get into oncology. She has slaved away for many years at a specialized center and has just published an article in the European Journal of Surgical Oncology. I'm fairly sure many will be interested to see her career progress. Our second graduate did his research internship in Denmark, where he also cycled, fished, hiked, and killed wildlife with his bare hands and feasted on their raw flesh. Truly a man of science. Our third graduate spends all his free time between endlessly working to get his PhD to become a plastic surgeon and planning to destroy the world as we know it. Okay, I made the last part up, but the guy wouldn't even tell me his birth date, let alone other facts of his life, so this whole speech is just a mix of educated guesses and paranoid conspiracy theories. Our fourth graduate is a lazy bum and will not get anywhere in life. You thought we wouldn't notice that you don't have any academic authorships? Well, we did! Number 6, old sport. I think the thing that drove me crazy the most were all those pictures in the slides of all the graduates, they all happen to be male, kicking it at their sports. Like there actually was one guy who participated in the World Championship of rowing. I cannot compete with that. So when it's my turn, it's going to be like, our first graduate works out several times a week to make sure he keeps up his fortunate physique. That totally rhymed, dude. I'm a miracle worker. But the brains surely match up with his excuse me? You're facing the wrong way for... Boy, it's a good thing you're pretty. Our second graduate plays a mean game of football, I've heard. He plays competitions with his team several times a week. I'm sure he's the MVP of the team. Do they use that word, or is that only for basketball? He's also really into fantasy football, but that doesn't count. Nerd. This graduate is a star rugby player and even competes in national championships. He's one pure bulk of muscle and testosterone, so I would be the last one to get him angry, 'cause he'll fucking bash your head in, mate. Nah, I'm just kidding. He's a really chill dude. Look at him. Chill. Our fourth graduate says she goes running. Do we have any documentation of that? You better run. Number 7, travel talks. Actually, I don't think I need to worry about this one too much because before I started my internships, I did travel around a little. So all I need to do is rake up the old pictures and show the best ones. So how about this one? And this? Boom. Pow. Best vacation ever. Number 8, fun with friends. I hope they don't ask me too much about my social life during my college years because I just can't help but look back and feel like I could have made more friends or I could have done a lot more. And me making this video also doesn't really give off the impression that I have a lot of social activities to attend to. I went for a drink with 2 friends of mine because one of them actually got hired at the gynecology department after she graduates. So she actually will have a story to tell at her graduation ceremony that she won't be unemployed. Number 9, to be continued. So the last part is always going to be, what are their future plans? Best case scenario, I've got the most boring story of all the people there. Worst case scenario? Our first graduate will start at the internal medicine department in a couple of weeks. Wait, he said surgery to you? Yeah, no, that's what I thought, but then he said, so what the hell is the real story then? Poker face game is strong, bruh. I'm sure that will come in handy in the future. Hospitals have been fighting right and left for this graduate. Even during her internships, people noticed her for her tactical thinking and her quick way of handling things. Also, she's one of those rare people who actually look good in a doctor's coat. Slow clap for that. Our third graduate was always the head of class, and that earned her extra credits with future employers. She applied for several jobs in this province and right now is still picking through the ones who want to hire her. But first, a 4-month world trip with her boyfriend. Yo, for the people who thought the fourth graduate was sitting still, twiddling her thumbs, wrong. She already started working at the gynecology department a couple of weeks before, but after receiving her doctor's degree today, it's all official. 4 for you, Glen Coco. You go, Glen Coco. Our last graduate has sadly not managed to get a job. Any kind of job she applied for. Now, penniless and disgraced, she's decided to go wandering the world as a lonely hobo who will try to find fulfillment and financial stability in life by playing like an amateur on an old guitar. Those 9 things are just gonna haunt me for the rest of the year. Like those ring raids from Lord of the Rings. Only I don't think I'll be able to get rid of these by swinging fire at them and screaming that I'm not a man. But that won't stop me from trying. I can't believe how not drunk I was while I was filming this.